Hey guys, it's Sam with the Blind Spot. Today I've got something pretty cool for you. I am actually talking through Skype with a really cool lady. Her name is Elaine. She actually is visually impaired, just like myself, and she also has a YouTube channel, which we'll get to here in a second. It's a gaming channel. It's pretty awesome. Talk to that about that in a second. So, Elaine, thank you very much for talking with me today.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, great. I got some questions for you. Probably the most important question right off the bat. How do you like my beard? It's coming in nicely.
It's very nice. Very nice.
All right, great. Thank you. People keep telling me I have an epic beard, and I don't know if it's epic or not, but
Hey, there's a lot of people that can't grow a nice full beard, so be proud.
yeah. Oh, well, I'm surprised. I always thought I couldn't either until I actually tried, and sure enough. But anyway, all right, we'll get back to what we're here for. So you actually have your eye condition is called Stargardts, and it's pretty cool because it's actually the same one that I have. Excuse me. So for people that don't know anything about Stargardts, you wanna give them just a real quick layman's synopsis of what it is?
Sure. Stargardts is pretty much a juvenile form of macular degeneration, which a lot of people know more commonly. And
Yeah.
we pretty much just lose most of our central vision, have a lot of blind spots in that area, and most of the time it's just detail that we have a real hard time with.
Juvenile form. So when were you diagnosed? As a kid?
I was diagnosed when I was 13, but I started getting symptoms when I was 10, so.
Okay. And I was always told that if it's going to happen when you're a kid, because it turns out it can happen when someone's much older. I've recently found out, and but I was told that if it happens when you're a kid, it's generally brought on by puberty or it coincides with puberty. So now it's also hereditary. Is anyone else in your family have the same eye condition?
No, everybody else in my family has really great vision.
Okay, so you were the lucky one.
I was the lucky one.
You drew the short straw. Well, in my family, my sister also has it, so that made it a little bit easier, I guess, growing up for me.
Yeah, definitely.
To be able to share it with someone. So was it hard for you growing up with low vision? Dealing with peers and friends and things like that.
Yeah, I got bullied every once in a while, and a lot of people just didn't understand why I didn't just get glasses.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. People didn't understand. And, everybody, I think most people with Stargardts or some form of visual impairment or any disability really go through a little bit of depression here and there. So went through that, and it was, hard here and there, but for the most part, I didn't really think too much of it, but yeah.
Yeah, people ask me the same thing, and I say, that's just the way it was. That's the way I grew up. So it's not like yeah, it was tough sometimes, but it's not like I just sat in my room all day and cried.
Yeah.
You just did everything all the other kids were doing, or tried to at least.
Yeah, except driving.
Except driving. That's got to be the toughest thing.
Yeah, that's the worst part of it.
And it's funny, you mentioned glasses, and anybody watching out there, glasses are not this cure-all for every kind of eye condition.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've told people, no, I don't have glasses. No, I didn't forget my glasses. It's incorrectable.
Sometimes I say, oh, I forgot my glasses if I
Yeah.
just don't want to explain it.
Yes, that's the easy way to get around.
Yeah.
Can you read this for me? I didn't bring my glasses.
Yeah, I do that every
I did
once
the
in a
same
while.
thing. Now, what is your eye, the number for your eye condition? 2200,
Yeah.
20.
What do they call that? I don't even know what
I
that's.
don't even know. I should find out.
Probably, is that like visual acuity or something?
Yes, that's probably. I think you're right.
That
Yeah,
sounds right. I'm just gonna say.
we'll go with that.
It's 20. It used to be 2200. Now I think it's 2400 in both eyes.
Okay.
So
Is one of your eyes worse than the other?
I think my right eye is a little bit worse, but not like a big difference. But
Okay. Mine's opposite. Mine's left eye is way better than my right one. I asked that because you mentioned driving. My brother-in-law, actually, who is visually impaired, which is married to my sister, who has Stargardts, and her eyesight's worse than mine. So it's kind of funny that they wound up with each other. But he just got, actually today I think he's going to get his license for the bioptic driving because
Yeah.
his
I
eyesight.
I went and tried for that, but I passed the actual driving part. They put me in a car, they let me drive, and I
Oh.
passed that part, which was a little scary. And then the vision test I took, I was supposed to get, the bioptic lenses were supposed to fix my vision up to 2060, I think, and I was 2070.
Oh
It
no.
was so close.
Uh,
Yeah.
That's gotta be tough. Yeah, yeah. I don't think mine's. I'm not even gonna try. Mine's.
Hey, it's worth a try. It's different per state, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely worth it.
Now we talked about growing up as a kid, being visually impaired. Now you're older. You're in your early 20s, right? Is that about right?
Yeah, 22.
Okay. So how is dating as a visually impaired person and a girl, I should say, because I think it's different for a guy.
Yeah, dating, I haven't had that much trouble, but every once in a while somebody will be interested and then they find out that I'm visually impaired and then they kind of float away. But I don't know, it's definitely hard on people, especially in this day and age where I think that if it was maybe back in the 40s or 50s when the guy was, the person that took care of everybody,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be that hard for me because
Yes.
they would drive me places and they would do most of all the work.
Mm-hmm.
But now, since a woman is supposed to work and you're supposed to drive and be independent, it's definitely a different thing to deal with.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys don't, feel like, you don't drive, oh, so I have to be your chauffeur. That's great. But for the most part, it's not that big a deal. But, every once in a while.
Yeah. I think that's an excellent point because I still have a little bit of that. The guy's supposed to pick the girl up for the date and take her out, and so that's why I was saying for me or for a guy, it's harder. I think.
Yeah, I think so, especially dating wise.
Yeah, yeah. Luckily, I do live in this time, and women are independent, and so my wife does everything for me.
Lucky for you, not so lucky for me.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But so you're in college, right?
Yep.
And that's going well. How's that going?
It's going well, almost every semester so far I've got on Dean's List, which is way better than my high school career.
Awesome, yeah.
High school was not so good. But, disability services nowadays are great. You get note takers, you get your CCTV for tests, all those great things. And they're really good with accommodations, so it's great.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. I was actually speaking to my wife recently about it, talking about you, in fact, and my conversation with you today, and talking about school. And when I went to college, I was given a tape recorder to record notes and lectures and things like that, and that was it. Nobody had laptops out, in the classroom taking notes and or little MP3 recorders and things like that. So I'm happy that technology has improved so much that kids nowadays can be successful in college and high school and things like that with low vision.
Yeah, definitely. It's great.
Do you have an assistance dog?
I do not, no.
Okay, because I don't. We're about the same visual acuity, and I don't think I need one. So I assume the same for you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel sometimes when it's like crossing the street, I get a little scared.
Yeah.
But.
Or at nighttime, is it harder at night?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, if I'm out in the nighttime for a while, my eyes will kind of adjust and I'll be okay. But it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get on to your YouTube channel. You actually have a gaming channel. You're a gamer, and those channels are pretty popular right now. I mean, you see them all over YouTube, and they get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers.
They do.